Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff in our two antique booths and our two antique malls that we're in. Last week we did a little something different. We redecorated our living room for under $400, and this week we're going to decorate for Christmas for under $50. Now we got new colors and we need to redecorate, so let's see what we can find for real reasonable prices. We are decorating for Christmas, and we're going to change this dress form around. I don't know if you folks have ever seen one, but I've seen dress forms with like literally an evergreen skirt and a wreath on the top. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to look around and see what I got. I got some ribbon and stuff like that. And as I find better greenery at garage sales next season, I'll add to it. But we're going to do with what we have around here and maybe just buy a few things to make it look really cute. Here are some supplies that I gathered around the house, and I bought a few things to make the skirt on this dress form. I did buy this. It was I think it was $7, and then it was 60% off. Maybe it was $7.99. That probably sounds more reasonable. So we'll add all this up at the end, but I'm kind of telling you right now. These branches here, I got at that floral sale over the summer to make things for sleds or whatever else I needed to make. So they were approximately a quarter to 50 cents a piece. So you can't beat that. They all got the tags on them. I mean, this one alone that one was only $1 or something, but some of them say $5.99 on them. But anyways, so we got that. I got this ribbon. I bought a bow kit at the bin store for $2 for a sled. And this ribbon I didn't use, so I figure we'll use some of this. And then this ribbon I had. I don't know if we'll use it all, but we'll see. And then, of course, mutt's got to be in everything. That's the way it goes. This here, these are just curly ribbon things that you just buy for packages. And I thought if I wanted to add a little color, they were like 99 cents each. And then I got this. I thought this was kind of interesting. That was $7.99. Mutt, of course, sitting on top of it. It's a little garland. And that was 60% off. And then I got this, which is another thing for packages. And this was $5, $4.99, and this was 60% off too. So we're gonna get started here and get the cats out of here. Come on, you guys, get out. Shoo shoo, shoo shoo. Come on, shoo shoo. So they don't destroy all my stuff. But the first thing we're gonna do is put this on the neck, on the top, because right now I just have a garland around the neck, and this must taste awfully good to these cats because they are really into it. So right now I have this little green garland on here. This is gonna be the easiest part. All we did is take this off. And then we're just gonna, hopefully this will fit. We'll put this on there like a giant necklace. It's a little tiny wreath. And that looks good. Now we're gonna get working on the skirt. And I think what I'm gonna do is kind of pin it all on here, possibly. And then I'm gonna put ribbon over it so the pins don't show. Let's see how that works. So I got kind of a skirt here going with all the greenery that I had around the house. What I ended up doing was just using some floral wire, but you could use ribbon or string or whatever goes around it. We don't have any little kids here, so this will work good for us. But you can use, like I said, ribbon or string or whatever you have around the house. That's what I tend to do. Now this is not going to be sold. This is for my personal use. So I'm making it so I can take it down very easily, and then I can reuse this stuff even for something else if I decide to next year. So we got the greenery up. I think that looks kind of cute. And now let's add some of the ribbons and some of the other stuff to kind of jazz it up a bit. So we got some of the ribbons on here, and I didn't do anything really special. I'm not making this a permanent thing. I just tucked them right back into the greenery. And the reason I use this shimmering kind of a white silver stuff is it matches up here in the wreath. That's the same color. And when I was young, my mom had a decorator, and she always would say, you have to have the colors bounce in different parts of the room. So this is the same scenario with this. I'm certainly not a decorator, but you know, what's up here, I'd like to kind of coordinate a little bit with what's down here. So the colors are bouncing. Let's add a few more ribbons and see how it looks. So I got all the ribbons put on here. The skirt is looking kind of cute. I got gold and silver, and I got the colors bouncing around, and look, we got a cat in there. He thinks it's a giant cat toy. So this up here kind of matches the ribbon down here. So I did not put these on anything permanent. I just kind of tucked them in the greenery because after Christmas I'm going to take it all apart. And I may use it for this next year and I may not. We'll see. But for this year, this is the way it's going to go. And I need to put a belt around it to kind of make this skirt look like it's a little bit higher up. So that's what I'm going to do now with the ribbon. So we got the ribbon done. And that makes it look really cute. There's an awful lot of bare space between this little wreath and the skirt. And I think what I'm going to do is I bought this garland. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. There's a lot of cattails, cut toys all over the floor. And this is the garland that we're going to use. I bought this new. And we're going to make a necklace with it and see how that looks. So here we go. We put the garland on like a necklace. And I think it turned out pretty cute. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe a little too much for some people, but I'm a little bit over the top. Anyways, with things I do, so it wouldn't be me if it wasn't a little too much. So I did the whole thing for probably about $15. And what's nice is there's nothing in there permanently. I can reuse all this stuff for other projects. If I decide not to do it this way next year, because I may have another color in here, who knows. But so I'm going to cut off the tags. It's still got some tags on the greenery that came with it, and then we're going to put it in the corner and see what it looks like. So here we have our final product. I think it turned out pretty cute. And like I said, I can take it all apart if I decide I don't want to do this again next year and use all the pieces for other things. So we might even put some twinkly lights on there if I can find some around the house. But yeah, that dress form I think turned out okay. It's kind of cute. I've seen it done much more professionally, obviously, by florists and whatnot, but this is my cheapened version of it all. So let's do the rest of the Christmas decorating. So we got the living room all decorated for Christmas. So let's go take a look at what we put out. So over here in this little vignette, we kept pretty much everything that was there, but we added a few things. We added this tree. This tree here, I got at a floral sale. The lady was a big crafter and she was going out of business. I think I paid $2 for that tree. The deer I got at a garage sale. So cute. That's really old too. That was $2. These little burlap trees I got at the Goodwill for $1 a piece. And then this little tree here I got at a dollar store. So, along with this little snowman I got at Damascus House, I believe. And he was $1 too. So we spent $8 to put Christmas in this little area of the room. So that was pretty reasonable. So let's go look around, see what else we can find. We kept everything the same over here. We kept our Detroit pictures and our feather pictures. Yeah, and we have this big cat thing in the middle that is more of a functional thing than it looks pretty decorated, but you know, when you have lots of animals you have to do things for them. So we're going to go over to this corner over here, and this we added the dress form was there, but we just jazzed it up a little bit to make it look more Christmassy. Tried to put like a Christmas skirt on it. And then I have a Santa Claus here. I got him at a garage sale for $2. And the trees, the gold tree was $2 and the white tree was $1. And the sign was $1, the Cheers sign. So, let me think. We don't have a lot involved here. What I'll have to do is put a list at the end so you can see all the money that we spent on things. You know, one thing good about being a junker is that, yeah, I buy a lot of stuff to sell, but I also buy lots of stuff for my home. So I can really redecorate for very reasonable. And oftentimes I'll use it and then I'll get sick of it. I'll sell it and buy something else that I like better. So that's the beauty of being an antique dealer. You can do those things. Okay, over on our couch here, we have these 3 Christmassy pillows. And I went to a Salvation Army that was going out of business, and everything was $1. And I paid $1 a piece. Aren't they pretty? Now, pillows are one of those things people are kind of leery about buying used, but I wash everything. Sink or swim. If it doesn't make it, oh well, it's got to be washed. So everything, of course, has been washed and hung outside to dry. And I know a lot of these things you're not supposed to wash, but I just don't want anything like that in my house unless it's been cleaned good. I'm sure that most of you feel the same way. Okay, so we'll head in over here. This corner we kind of kept the same. And then on the gate here, we took off the green wreath And I got that silver wreath at a Goodwill where everything was half off that day, and they had $8 in it, so I paid $4 for that little wreath. And that bow on the top of it, that was actually outside in one of my signs last year, but I got different signs, and I'm reusing that bow there. So I always repurpose stuff to put it in a big box, and you never know what you need it for. Now, we have the tiniest tree ever. Our house is very small, so we have one of those pencil trees. And normally I have on this tree, I have these vintage birds that are glass, and they got feathers and whatnot all over them. And we got a couple younger cats, so that's not going to work this year. They're going to tear that up. So I was even debating on whether even to put a tree up or not. So I had a lot of these gold and silver ornaments already, so I went to a dollar store and got like the metal decorations and some of the plaid decorations. Some of the plaid balls, I got those at I think Hobby Lobby, and I think I paid $4 for like 6 of them or something. So I don't have a lot of money into this tree in case I go back to my birds, but it looks really cute. I think it turned out nice. So there we go. Our living room is all ready for Christmas. Here's a little clip of our tree all lit up. So this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles saying goodbye and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again. Bye.